Yeah, you rage.
And then I'm gonna try to cleave this motherfucker in half.
Go for it. Oh yeah, you more than hit.
Cool. I would like to pump acid into this.
Okay. So roll the d4. See how long it lasts. It's 2 rounds. 2 rounds. You have to do acid swice with your Bane of Ragnarok. And it's the it'll be 18 damage with the rage. Okay.
And
Oh,
then
I
can
kind of wanted to
I
show. Oh yeah, you guys can see his bar. Okay, great. So 18 damage.
can I use a reckless attack on this one?
You have to go reckless from the start. But yeah, sure.
I know the next attack. Can I go
Yeah.
reckless?
You just have to call it before you make the first attack. Theoretically, I know
Cool.
you have advantage on that first attack, but you still have to do it. Then because
Yeah,
of
this
5e
next one I'm
rules.
going.
So weird. So weird.
Next one I'll go
Yeah.
reckless.
Make your attack at advantage. Wow. Not that you even fucking needed it. All right, so let me calculate the damage on the first hit. Cool. And then the
That
second
will
hit,
take it over.
I need 2d12. Oh, 20. Nice. So that's 20 plus, let's say, 39 minus 3. So 36 damage done to this creature. And they just take it. Anything else?
Bjorn will kind of look at him after swiping and go, "Come on, big boy, let's play."
The searing body of this creature almost completely assaulted by what you can only assume to be the rays of the sun. And they're ready to retort with a flash of light. But before it is their turn, it is Arthur's.
Yes. Instead, I'm gonna introduce them to the anti-lizard breath.
Oh. Oh, I totally forgot. Fuck.
I hate how you said that.
Let me check it. He is resistant to all regular damage.
What?
All regular 5e damage. Every single one. Shit.
Ooh.
Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna adjust his hit points right now because of that. I'll just start marking it from now. So
You're fine.
Technically, I am.
yeah. This guy has besides psychic.
Besides psychic.
Besides psychic.
That can really hurt me.
Yeah.
Good thing I have psychic damage.
Okay, so I have a couple of shots from Arthur, which I'm sure are not from 5 feet away, right?
Oh no, of course not. He's doing it right here.
Okay. He will get an attack of opportunity.
I'll take it.
Yes, you will. No, you won't. Okay, and then the attacks to him. Let's see. 18, 24. 11 misses at least. Okay. So that's 4, 6, 9, 11, 14, 15 damage from all 3 of your shots that laid into him, and he's just sort of shaking it off immediately. Sorry. Fuck. Technically. Hold on.
Oh, Kevin. I don't like what you're
1 point of
doing.
damage. Another 2. Ignores it.
I really
Ignores it. He takes 3 points of damage from your anti-lizard breath. Yeah. Now that I'm calculating his things properly, he's not taking much damage. He seems to be both filtering your energies, whatever slashing damage coming from Bjorn or from the weapon. It's effectively bouncing off of him. Anything else, Arthur?
Okay, well, I learned something new. Energy weapons don't work check on him.
Bjorn's weapons also had a bit of effect, but he did more damage, so it actually did actual damage. But it was still reduced and ignored some of it. But I'm not gonna calculate backwards like that. Do you end your turn, Arthur?
Yep.
He uses his legendary action. He uses 3 of his legendary actions to he's gonna attack Bjorn. Oh, I could roll for it on here. He's gonna attack Bjorn with advantage.
You don't like what you're doing right now.
Puck. 29 will hit. Oh,
What is that?
wrong guy.
Sweet mother. Toasters.
So it's a 19 bludgeoning reduced to 10 Bjorn, and then another 10 radiant damage. And now it is his turn. He does it 2 more times. Cha. Does 16 hit Bjorn? Bjorn, you there? I don't know if he's there. 24 will hit though. And then when he returns, I'll give him his damage. Oh, he used legendary actions on the first set. Yeah, we don't hear you, Bjorn. And then on the second set, he just has 2 attacks.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
What can I do?
So that's grand. That's their turn. That's just their action. They're going to use a bonus action to hinder mana. And
Are you kidding me?
it is they end their turn. Lunara, is your turn.
He's already resistant to everything. He doesn't need to be resistant to spell damage. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Now, this may sound like a stupid idea, but what if we tried to shoot the ceiling and have it drown in sand?
Yeah, but then we drown in sand too. But that is a stupid idea.
I mean, if it gets the job done, right?
Well, thank you for well, thank you for correcting me before I start shooting up the ceiling.
Yeah, because if you Anyway, if you flood the chamber with sand, then we all die.
Bjorn, you there? Jeff, you there?
You know, I think
You're muted, buddy.
I'm starting to get.
Jeff,
Alright, that's fine.
unmute
Whether
yourself.
Lunara, your
Bjorn
turn.
and
What are you gonna do?
I know. I'm thinking of what I want to do.
Summon something that
This
could
individual
kill it?
cracking onto Bjorn says something of the like. Yeah, he's just saying his name.
Yeah.
Severus.
I've got to get
Stand
this off, so I'll be.
Hello.
I gotta get off real quick.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
We were doing about Pokemon.
He's a Pokemon. Says his name, yep. Pikachu?
Severos.
Yeah, Lunara.
Yeah, I'm looking. Basically, I'm not gonna be able to do anything if he's now resistant to damage of all
You could do
types.
everything. You guys could even run away. Not every fight is meant to be fun.
I mean, could.
Severus
Or
will
burn,
win.
yeah, we
Severus
run.
will kill you. Severus. He just keeps going.
Oh, So, is this chamber actually there, or is it just,
Is there?
not really there?
Yeah,
Would I know if he's from this plane or somewhere else?
Why? What do you
I'm
mean?
just
What are you trying to
would I know these things because I'm trying to do things.
What are you trying to do?
Are you thinking about banishing it back
What are you thinking
wherever
of?
hell it
Walk
came
me
out
through
of?
your mindset. Maybe I could navigate you towards the correct path.
Well, I mean, if we want to try and run, because we're not going to be able to kill this thing, it's going to kill us. I can attempt to banish, but if it's from this plane, then it's absolutely useless.
It is far enough disconnected from this plane to not be considered of this plane.
Okay.
And
There's
thus banish.
so much going on with this creature. They seem to exude energies that are primordial and arcane. There's the accoutrement of weaponry and equipment that
Ooh.
would make you blush. They have swords on their belts that they're not utilizing. They seem to be a hoarder, a scavenger, a keeper of things.
Let's see. So, is that hinder mana thing like a spell or like is it a magical thing?
It was a bonus action. It could be considered a spell for the purposes of
Okay.
anything you plan.
Okay. 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 Because if that be the case, then I might be able to do something about it. But I don't know what level spell it is, so it might be bad.
What are you thinking?
Every plan is a good plan when it's executed
'Cause
properly.
technically, you can dispel magic on a creature.
Yeah.
Which would then, if it's fourth, let's see.
Third level
Also,
automatically dispelled, and anything beyond.
yeah.
But this doesn't have a spell level. So
Well, if it doesn't have a spell level, then that's not gonna work then, because this hinges on
It
it being
would-
a spell level.
It would work, despite it having a spell level. It isn't a spell, but it acts as a spell enough for you to dispel magic it, and it would work on the get-go.
Okay. I'm gonna quicken that spell magic,
So you dispel
which
magic,
will be
you
cast at
remove
5th level.
his resistance to spell damage. Okay.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the crap out of him.
Yeah, go for it. You have to maybe move to get into sight because they can't see you.
Yeah,
You
that's what
can't see them.
I'm currently moving. Would that work?
Sure.
See
Yeah.
him from there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see him from there.
Yeah, you see them. You don't see much of
Cool.
the other guy though right now.
It's okay. I just need to see him right now.
So on a nat 1,
Yeah.
it bounces back to you. So could you make another spell attack? It has to beat your AC.
And I just take the damage from that one?
No, because you might miss.
Probably won't.
You didn't.
Definitely won't, and that's way worse. Awesome.
Worst damage is what you take.
That's exponentially worse damage. Great.
Yes. But the rest do hit them. Their AC is not grand. They just have all the conditions in the world. Okay, so 4 damage. And then ignores. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, I can't do anything.
Oh. They're not resistant to spell damage.
Yeah, I removed that.
Okay. So minus the 3. I would have gotten another 4. And then I can't.
That's a
ignore
total
that one.
of 19 damage from the 2 that hit.
Yeah. And there's just 3 damage on that one. He's
Like
still
3 damage on what one?
on. I gotta separate them. He took a crap ton of damage from the first one, but 3 damage on the last hit. On the 28 to hit. He's also reducing through damage threshold. He has a -3. He's -3 to all damage. Is that your turn? That's your action.
Yeah, like I
bonus
said,
action.
I can't do anything else. That's
Okay.
it.
Alright, it is now the bad guy's turn, the guy in the back. He can't do much. He'll throw a dagger over to Arthur. It misses. And now it is Bjorn's turn, who relentlessly attacks the Severus guy when that happens. Okay, and then it's now Arthur's turn. Arthur, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna shoot my gun again, only instead I'm gonna aim for the human in the back.
Very smart. Even with uncanny dodge, they die. So it's interesting. Okay, that's
Well,
cool.
that's one less guy. Yeah,
Congratulations, Arthur.
care of.
Kill the guy in the back. Do you want to drop your weapon and draw a new one that might help you against this larger threat?
Cerberus? Yeah, probably.
Man, what weapon are you gonna draw?
So it's unable to be dealt with by magic, correct?
No, your magic is fine. Apparently, because Lunara removed that from them.
True blight.
Okay. So you can put out True Blight. Cool. You end your turn?
Yep. That. Oh wait, I still have movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna move a little closer so that way I can just start the turn with just whamming him.
Yeah, that's great. Is that where you end your turn?
Yep, this is where I am my turn, good sir.
Cool. Well, that's useless now to me. He's gonna use all 3 of his legendary actions at the end of your turn to basically like do an open palm on Bjorn. And there seems to be like a weird effect behind Bjorn as this tree rises from the ground behind him and swallows him till he is disappeared. So again, let me just get Bjorn out of here
Is
for
this
now.
a spell that he's using?
No, it is an
Dang
ability.
it. Okay.
Yep. Originally has to be a willing creature, but you know he's not here, so right now he's willing to get the fuck out of here. And now it is his turn, regular, and he wants to.
Legendary action.
Yes. Well, you can't take a legendary action because he took a legendary action.
Can't I?
After Arthur's turn. Because he just took one. But you could take it after his turn.
Okay.
If you want. For sure. He's gonna step in here. He's gonna. Well, no, that he has to wait for an attack for that. No, that's fine. Yeah, he'll do it. That's his one buddy. He'll just give like hit points to the creature that was slain, so he's back to full, and this guy takes a certain amount of damage. Cool. It's gonna attack Lunara. Does 14 hit Lunara?
No.
Okay, he just tries to warp like the air around you in like in a cyclone, like a weird twister in the air, a vortex that lived for a moment and sucked the air out of it. You definitely did not want to linger on that spot, and you avoid it. It is now your turn, Lunara. That guy is up in the back.
Okay.
By the way, guys. The individuals like Severus doesn't like that you didn't die from that, pointing at Lunara.
You can't even see me. What do you mean? Oh, Severus is saying that?
Yeah.
Or the other dude? Oh, I was like, the other dude can't
Severus
see
is
me.
this guy. That guy barely is up. He's like, "Ah."
Okay. we're gonna do that. Okay. I'm going to. Okay. Yes. I am going to quicken a spell.
What spell?
Dissonant Whispers. So he needs to make and I'm going to cast it at the 5th level.
Okay. What kind of save?
That'll increase it by let's see, 4. Hold on, I need a pen so I can write this down so I don't forget my life. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw that beats a 20.
It's gonna use 1 legendary resistance to succeed on that
Seriously?
spell.
That's such bull.
1 of his 3. He still takes half damage.
No,
Takes no damage.
it doesn't do anything.
Great. Good for him. So you quicken that. What else?
Oh wait, no. I lied. He does take half damage.
Yeah. So it's just full damage that he takes. Because he's... No, he's not vulnerable. I'm talking about. He just takes the regular damage. Halved.
7. Let me roll those. So half of 23.
12 psychic damage. Okay. Can't reduce that in any way, shape, or form. Okay.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Always. Did you also want a legendary last? Because you can just add it on there.
Oh, it's fine.
I mean, you could, because it's after his turn. It's your turn.
It's
You get-
fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All of them hit. Technically a spell. So it's just 11. 6.
One time I succeed with that spell.
Just 3 damage.
Such a bummer.
He stops rotating for the first time, goes upright, and looks around the room and says, "Oh, we aren't toying around. My apologies." Yeah, anything else, Lunara?
No, that's it.
All right, no problem. This guy rushes in. He's gonna run past you, get behind you, and try to get into an advantageous position. Is that the words that I'm trying to say? Yeah. Advantageous position. But Severus does not give a shit. They're gonna just swipe at you. And they just look at you as a miss. They just like clank onto your armor, Arthur. Arthur, it's your turn. Victor, you there?
Alrighty.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, time to introduce this human to my blade again. Obviously, the first time. I'm gonna hit him with 2 blight ones, which probably completely hit him.
Yeah. He's
And
mortal.
I'm gonna hit Severus twice. And I'm gonna hit Severus twice.
You're gonna hit Severus twice. Gotcha. So one hits Severus, the other does not. A slashing, reduced, and then -3. So is that 6 damage onto
Okay.
Severus, and this guy is mortal. He just sort of looks at you, Severus, to you, Arthur. But is there anything else? Is that your turn? I assume so. But
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, cool. It is now. You might as well burn him. He's gonna use 3 of his legendary actions to just hit you, Arthur, with advantage before his turn. Whoops. So Arthur, you take I don't know. I lost count. I'm at 34. 42 damage. Arthur?
Alrighty. Marked it down.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, Severus is playing around.
Yeah, and now it's his turn and his regular 2 attacks, not at advantage. Which will hit anyways. And that one will miss. And it's just another 18 damage. As every single strike just sparks up another bright solar flare in front of your face. And they look towards Lunara. Yeah, they're just gonna point. Severus wants her dead. Kill her. Kind of like commanding the other guy. It is your turn, Lunara.
Okay.
How do you kill this thing, Lunara? I know this next move is gonna do
I'm not
it.
gonna be able to kill it. I don't know what you're
got this.
talking
You got
about.
this. You got this. You guys got this. You guys got this so bad.
No, we really don't.
I mean, could we teleport to another dimension? Does
You
anyone
guys
have
are
a genie
immortal
to
right
just
now.
genie
You
it
can always
away?
come back and catch him when he's not looking. What's the big move? You could hit him with the cannons. It's just picking at him.
I'm going to.
Like, you could even tell Arthur to start using his spells because it does more damage. His weapons are being heavily reduced.
I'm gonna come over here. And I am going to use my last ability to quicken a spell. And I'm going to cast on Arthur Protection from Evil and Good.
Now why would you go ahead and do that?
Now everything rolled against Arthur is disadvantage.
Everything within the parameters, yeah. Which this one falls in. Okay. Cool.
Disadvantage on attack rolls
Okay.
against Arthur.
Yes. Anything else?
Yes, because I quickened for that.
Mhm.
So now I'm going to. Ba-bum.
And on Eldritch Blasting, you would have like stepped here. Just FYI.
Well, I have to. The thing is, I have to touch Arthur for that spell to work.
Yeah, it's
It's a
still
touch
within
only
5
spell.
feet. Right here.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, there would be good. Okay.
And then if you wanted an Eldritch Blast, but you could have other plans. I don't know.
Like maybe you have a plan to, I don't know, figure out a way to kill him or send him somewhere.
Well, I already used my bonus action, so I can't exactly do anything crazy.
Hmm.
Since I can't cast 2 leveled spells in a turn. So, I guess we just go on Eldritch Blast, because that's really all I can do.
Yeah.
Wait. Actually,
Oh, I really wanted you to Eldritch Blast.
I really don't like that you said that. It makes me feel like that's not what I should do.
You do what you want.
Hey, but when you say it like that, it
my
makes me feel like you're gonna
desires-
punish me for doing it.
No, not you.
See, I don't like that either. Now I don't want to do anything. You're just gonna punish somebody.
I
course I
mean,
am.
At least it will
Something
be
must be
you.
punished.
I mean, the question is it good for you?
Why
The
do we
question
have
is-
to be punished?
This thing
for
is
this
like,
stupidness.
yeah, this thing is like saying,
Yeah.
Severus wants the wand. Get me the wand. You're in my way.
Which wand?
You don't know. You want to ask him? You ask him on your turn.
Yep.
Your turn is next, so.
That
Go ahead, Lunara. What are you doing? Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
No, because you're just gonna
Eldritch
punish me
Blast.
for it.
oh well.
So you're not gonna attack? You're just gonna end your turn?
No, I'm looking. Give me a
Oh,
second.
okay, sorry. There's no wrong answer.
Well, obviously there is a wrong answer.
Yes, but how severe is the wrong answer? That's the question.
Okay, I'm going to still touch him.
Ooh.
Severus.
You'd have to get closer, no? Oh,
It's not a
I
touch
keep
spell.
forgetting it's not a fucking touch
Ranged.
spell. I hate that. Okay, he will use his reaction to distort the realm and cause his buddy to be hit instead. So he's now gonna be here, he's gonna be here, and now he is dead. She'll touch him, and he cannot be resurrected. Poor guy.
Which is completely irrelevant because he doesn't matter
I
anyway.
mean,
Yeah.
if he didn't want to die, he
did
shouldn't
heal
have
him.
stand in our way.
That's it. I can't do anything. So
Okay. At the end of your turn, they're gonna punch you
cool.
using a legendary action. Wow. 28 hit. I think that does.
Yeah, obviously.
So shit ton of damage. Almost 30 damage. 28 damage.
I reduced some of that actually.
Bludgeoning damage
Yes.
and the radiant.
Let me check. I'm pulling it. Hold on. I gotta go find it. There it is. No, bludgeoning. But I get to reduce that by 2.
It is now by 3, and yes, radiant is included.
Okay.
As the flash of light causes your own damage threshold to grow in this
And
moment.
he can get bent. I'm gonna hit him. So, because of my staff, he now 1d4 damage, and I gain temporary hit points.
Oh yeah, nice. Go for it.
Get bent. That sucks, but oh well.
Hey,
It is what it is.
1 point of damage is a point of damage. Okay. I'm not gonna give him damage threshold on that because of the item. He sees what you did. And it's Arthur's turn.
Arthur goes up towards the thing and asks, "What wand?"
The fire. Give me the fire.
Oh, screw you. That's my wand.
Blast him with the fire wand then. Wait, fire? Lunara? I hope you don't mind getting a little burnt.
I do mind getting burnt, actually, extremely.
You
Huh.
can choose a cone or a line. The cone is 15
A line.
foot, but the line is 30 feet.
I'm choosing a line, and I'm gonna blast him with dragon's breath.
What is it? A con save? They pass. It is 3d6. No, 4d6. Fire damage. Nice. 8 fire damage. They take fire damage just fine. Almost.
And
Desperate
I guess that was an action.
for that wand.
I
That is
guess
one
that
of
was an
your
action.
attack actions. So you have 2 more.
Yep.
Fuck. Too bad it's not a crit. And again, reduced though. Oh no, wait! You're using the True Blight.
Wouldn't Arthur have advantage because I'm next to the dude?
You'd have to be
Or
across.
do I have to be all the way on the opposite side?
Yeah, you have to
flanking?
flank.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Pop up the True Blight, please. Because I forgot one huge feature about the True Blight. I think it ignores resistances. Am I right or wrong, Arthur? Arthur, you there?
Arthur, you're muted.
How did you know I was muted?
Because it shows on our end if you're muted.
Ignores
Oh.
damage threshold and major magical resistances. So you should have just been doing regular damage on this guy. His is not a major
Why
magical
did you-
resistance.
Why?
You should at least be ignoring the threat damage threshold. Damn it. This combat's been scuffed already. All right, cool. So I'm gonna tack on like another 50 damage on that because of the Arthur's thing. That's a lie. It's gonna be like 20, but whatever.
Let's just say I rolled pretty bad, and we'll just call the damage as already happened.
No. I got it. Anything else on your turn? Those are your attacks. You have a bonus action.
Nope.
I don't think you have a bonus action.
Eh.
All All right, so if we're looking at that number is still that number, but none of that. Okay, gotcha. So we're looking at that. Then we're looking at that. And then because I fucked up with the damage threshold, let's just take off another 30. Okay. And he's looking at you guys. As if there's a moment. He sort of stands on their own feet. You feel that the ground that he's on emits this light. They look to both of you kind of with an erratic fashion, and they say, "This doesn't have to go this way. This could be a lot more easier for the lot of us, my friend excluded. I am not alone. I could call my others, my other buddies. I can make this much more difficult for you. What makes you think you can last with me?" They're sort of holding up a crooked hand. They're holding back their action, but there is a held action. What do you guys say or do? Lunara, it is your turn if we're still in turn order.
I mean, I already do have something to say, but I don't want to skip another turn.
I feel like you could speak. It's not on a hard turn unless someone attacks.
Yeah, if you want to say something, go ahead.
So, if you could cause such a threat, why didn't you do it before?
I wasn't ready. I needed more. You wanted to take the fire. I need the fire.
Which fire are you talking about?
To sever us. I need Ohe. To sever us.
Is the telepathic ability still around?
No.
Ah,
Unless you have a spell or
yes.
you do something, I don't know.
No.
Lunara, do you have something to say here?
Not really.
I mean, we could ask whether or not we actually have the wand. Oh wait, got a better idea. Arthur goes ahead and looks towards Sephiroth and says, "Well, as you probably don't know, we do not have the wand. Or the fire which you claim to want."
Okay. They just look at you. There's nothing more to it.
Can you describe the fire? Maybe we've seen it and we could point to the right direction.
It's Ohe, you know of her. You've seen her. They seem to be holding that same spell or ability, whatever they seem to be holding, just consistently preparing it but never doing anything. We're out of combat if you guys aren't attacking.
Well, if we're thinking of a truce, I put my sword away and
You think this
put
ends
away
now?
that silly.
This doesn't end here. You still want to shatter the pillars. I must devour her. Before that happens, you're still on my way. But why?
I
Why do you continue? walk through the threshold of death. Why? They sort of smile.
Arthur just looks at him, gives him a very similar smile to match him, and he says, "Well, I got nothing better to do on Wednesday." Yep, a bold yet stupid idea.
They sort of just look at you guys.
Well, Arthur kind of signals Lunara to hide somewhere behind.
Oh, there's nowhere to hide. I don't know what you're expecting me to do.
Arthur's gonna pilfer through the now very dead assailant's corpse.
You sure you want to do that? That's the
Bro,
course
really?
of action you want to do. This individual does not look like they're exactly backing down. Looting the person they came with seems like a bad idea. In my mind, I think. Like, you could back up.
Yeah,
You back up just fine.
yeah.
There's no attack of opportunity made, and they're just looking at you. They're just so confused, but they're smiling. It's so weird.
They're confused on why we're not still fighting the
This star-struck face,
about
almost completely irradiated off, staring blankly into you guys with a smile. What do you guys do?
Well, I guess Arthur's just gonna go ahead and explore if he's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, you could walk out just fine.
Lunara?
You see that?
Oh, shoot. Yep. Ah,
How dare
okay.
you defy gods? How dare you try against me? I have half a mind to destroy you now where you stand.
And all gets so boring, don't you think? Think
What
about
gives
it.
you your power
don't-
to defy me? Tell me.
What is the one thing they... Oh,
There's one thing. What?
what is the... Shoot, something about baking. What is the most important ingredient of baking?
What is the most important ingredient of baking?
Savrod's just gonna have to guess that one. Hi.
He's gonna claw at his face instead. Actually, she's just like tearing at himself.
Arthur whispers to Lunara. I think this is where we're supposed to skedaddle.
It's not going to be helpful to skedaddle if he's just going to summon more things to kill us.
You're not doing anything. The bone creature is just standing. Has been lumbering near the entire time, just idle.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm still keeping a good distance between its limbs and my head.
Yeah. You see more undead inside that room, messing around with stuff.
Arthur whispers to Lunara. Undead in room north.
Okay.
So I guess me and Lunara will be off if you aren't gonna try to fight.
Fight is futile. I win, always win.
Is there ever a time you actually lose?
Severus.
I feel like it's not his name. I feel like he's saying sever us.
Oh, well, in that case,
No, like when he was talking about the whole Ohe thing.
I
I'm not
barely
even on the right
remember
track.
who
I'm just
Ohe is.
crap.
Sorry, I just barely.
She's the literal whole reason we're destroying the pillars.
Oh, she's the entity that's trapped in those pillars. Right. I just remembered that it was an entity of power. Well, okay.
Pulling on his hair, trying to
Lunara?
gouge his own eyes out, trying to claw the skin off his own face as much as there isn't.
He's just straight up crazy.
Yeah, I think I just drove him off the edge this time.
He just continues to like make eye contact with both of you.
Arthur whispers to Lunara. Yeah, you wave the wand in front of him, and I step him when he doesn't see you, while he catches your attention.
You'll hear in your head, that sounds like a terrible idea. Maybe let's not show him the wand.
Okay, then let's skedaddle while he's busy tearing himself to pieces.
I am going to
Oh my gosh. Arthur kind of like grabs Lenar's hand and has him go to the next room. Outside of Sapphiros' earshot.
Yeah, I mean everyone in here is an earshot. In this room though, there is a bunch of stuff. There seems to be just a magical greatsword and this pillar inside of this boat. The boat is actually on the pillar. The magical greatsword is laid kind of like it was an oar. But obviously, you know. On top of that, there seems to be a pair of keyblades just hanging out there. There is within this pile, there is a floating like a heart, like the shape of a human heart, made up of diamond. It seems, but it is moving, as in it is pumping. And within like some sort of like pockets in this weird totem thing that's like a snake, there is a weird little emblem thing that is found in 2 seconds after research.
So pillars underneath the big canoe thing.
The what?
The big silver boat. The pillars underneath the boat.
The pillar? The pillar is just a pillar holding the boat up. There's a sword. There, the great sword. The sword of there. And then those two short swords are basically keyblades that you guys could recognize.
Arthur
One of
whispers
them
to
is
Lunara.
very intricate looking. It looks like filigree holding itself together, having bound itself by the metal that extends to the handle, while the other one seems to be sort of like the shape of a tornado, but while it should not function at all as a short sword, it does seem to do its magic as it does, with the twisting of red and black of bent blades. And there's a flashlight just hanging around. Yeah. But there's more stuff in the other room if you guys want to travel in there. There is a... Actually, the Sea of Hieroglyphs is out there. You guys don't have that. Oh, it is there. It just wasn't there. Yeah, the other room is there. Oh. Like, do you guys take this stuff?
Whispers to the...
Yeah.
Stuff it in your stuff.
Yeah, I can carry it.
That'll take some time, though. That's not leaving. And then there's another whole other room you can loot. There seems to be skeletons moving stuff around, but there's like 2 things there that they're not touching that's very prominent in the center on an idol.
Which room?
The one up above,
So
to the north.
would it be an idea to just
I'll
trap
go
that?
around.
Yeah.
Would it be dumb to trap the Salvarez creature within, the tomb he's in?
It will be dumb. Because as you guys are all looking at all this stuff that you find and loot and grab, they join you.
Ooh, call dibs on the headdress.
And they look at you guys, just taking their stuff, absconding with their possessions, you can assume. Or not. This place, all that stuff does look old. Some of that stuff looks old. They just stare at Lunara and they say, "Give it to me."
I don't know what you're talking about.
Take what you will, but give it to me.
I
Wait,
don't know what you're talking about.
Is Sephiroth's back turned from Arthur?
Severus.
Don't do anything stupid.
His
Severus,
back
yes.
is turned to you. And as you're looking at the back of his head, you see a set of eyes looking at you through the hair.
Okay. Well, Arthur is going
Don't do
to
anything stupid.
throw sand in that eye, as well as stab him twice with a true blight sword.
Yeah. Stab him in the face with the True Blight sword. You didn't have to attack. You do a crap ton of damage.
Plus, you didn't expect it.
What is that you have? Oh. He sort of touches the blade as it is through their body. They kind of grip at it to push it out. And as they shove the weapon, the True Blight, out, they're like scarring their own hand. And you see the face sort of try to stitch back together. And it's having a hard time. It's not doing anything. And he's like, do it again. He turns around to you, Arthur.
Well, I'll give you the ultimate death, buddy. He says, while trying to chop his head off with the True Blight. Completely
Bounces.
missed.
You have 3 attacks. Go for it. One more. You split this thing in half. And it stands there looking at you. And it just groans and it says, no, not enough.
No, not enough.
Yeah, they're like split in half. They're just standing there.
Lunara, mind finishing the job?
I guess I'll Eldritch Blast.
So you break this individual into several pieces of stone as they sort of revel, and then they look at you almost with concern in their eyes, and they say, "Oh, fuck you." And they just break apart into like a ton of pieces.
And Lunara in a final spite goes, "You would."
Yeah.
Well, that's that business done. Let's probably go look for that pillar before he gets up. He says as he just starts walking towards the other treasure room.
Yeah. There's only one pillar left. And as you step outside,
Oh, before he does, he grabs the headdress.
yeah, you guys have all the items, just fine.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
as
I now can fly 6 feet high.
yeah, as you all step out and see that it is almost breaking dawn, you show up right in front of Vane, and he asks, "So, what have you learned?"
Pooh. How did we die this time?
No, it's just you got timed out, buddy.
Okay.
You don't have to die for it to
Well,
reset the loop.
well, I learned one thing. Well, we learned one thing. Don't prolong a conversation with a dead guy. It gets weird.
You spoke with a dead individual? I didn't think you had that
Particularly
magic.
He was already undead by the time I found him. He's also a little messed up in the head.
Huh. Yes, undead creatures usually do have that issue. Did you happen to catch their name? Maybe I know them in a past life or something.
Stavros?
Severus.
That's the one.
That's not a name. That's a request. And that's where we're gonna play the game.
Well, that's pretty decent. Well,
yeah. He'll probably explain to you that there's a lot of maddened altars and espers. He'll tell you all about the
I knew it.
issues with some of them, that if they're too far gone or live for too long without finding their other half proper, they start stealing other people, like fake bodies. Effectively, they start possessing in some cases. But whatever the case, this one is, they had the clarity to understand that you guys were in a time loop. And that's what was that final fuck you. Because it's like, you're actually not helping me right now, you sons of bitches. And that's just it being a dick. But yeah, good game, guys.
Wait, so you
wow,
realize
you did
we're
it.
in that loop?
Yeah, you don't have to
Wait,
deal with this
you
again,
realize
though.
we're-
Yeah, he
Okay.
realizes that. Yeah, that's fine. But that's because they're a different thing, and they're gonna come back. and
That'd be
bother you guys.
interesting. What if he comes back earlier, like from the start?
No. He's definitely gonna interrupt your China trip, though, for sure. 100%. So that part. Anyways, that's game. I'm gonna go eat. because I'm hungry now. But
Well,
you guys have fun.
this was definitely a fun campaign. Well, good night.
Bye.